Welcome to Kundalini Yoga with Amanda and Benji. Today we're doing an awesome yoga flow, Kundalini flow. It's like focused on the heart, but the intention is really using the heart as like a filter or like a grounding mechanism for that like heaven abundance. You know how sometimes like your mind just runs, but it runs from like a really beautiful place, a really passionate place, and you just like don't know what to do with all of it. You don't want to throw it out. So we're using our heart to like entice it into grounding, and then through the heart we are only keeping what's truly meant for us, meant for this moment, in alignment, because not everything is for us. I think that when you're working with like that heaven energy and abundance, you kind of like open yourself to it, and then it's all there, and you have to discern or like work with it in a way to really make it like apply to your life and be for your life. So yeah, that's where this is coming from. Let's go for it. We're going to start with our usual tune-ins. So our first mantra is Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. This is like claiming and invitation to the higher self, to that wisdom of what is and has always been and always will be, in addition to the activation of those specific frequencies. This mantra, any mantra, is protective, because again, when we open to abundance, everything is there, and the ego, or whatever you want to call it, might be like, oh, mine, give me everything. And so there needs to be this aspect of like divine protection from your own divinity that says like, oh, maybe that one's not for you, or like, let's just work with this right now. And so we use mantra as like this sacred language, and we call upon all of that wisdom, all of that consciousness that is in relation with us in this moment. So we're using it as a protective mechanism as well as a calling to yourself. This music is like so distracting me, but let's get into it. Let's listen to the music for a moment. It is its own invitation. So hard. Okay, we're going to start with our right hand on our chest and our left palm on our low back. Let's take a nice big inhale. Then let it go. Matching your breath to the music is always a great practice. Breathe in and breathe out. All right, and we're going to tune in with our mantra. Let's keep the hands where they are. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Breathe it in. We have 2 more repetitions of that mantra. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Notice if you feel that vibration at your chest. Last one, breathe in. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Beautiful. Let's jump in, and through our first movement, we will hold space for this mantra to settle, and for the activations of the mind, body, and the space to come to the surface. We're going into reverse plank. The elbows are on the ground and the fists are up at the chest, okay? If you want to start with the palms down to get into your plank, that's okay. Try and lift them. This is our first one. Whew. Lock in, listen to the music. Try and relax the butt when you're in this, because we actually want to turn on the hip flexors. Okay, let's lower. It's hard. Arms up. Let's lean into the arms to counter a little bit. Close down the eyes. We're going back in, so remain focused. Don't leave your body just because you get a moment of rest. We're going back in. Okay, down. Elbows planted, fists up. Push. Release the butt, try and push harder. I'm really not sure what to do with the feet here. I'm kind of exploring it myself, like pointed toes versus flexed toes. Really push into those shoulders, those shoulder blades. Release the butt, raise the hip flexors, and lower. Okay, wow, I have nail imprints in my palms. Let's come up to sit. This pose I'm calling the world's tiniest circles. Okay, so you know how we do a hip circle like this? We're doing a sternum circle. So I just want to try and make the tiniest little circles with the rib cage. Find your own breath, find your own pace. The point of getting into your own flow isn't just getting into it, but staying in it. So like if you're breathing for a while and you've got this rhythm down and then you stop, that's really not the point. I'd rather you go slower or follow me exactly so that you learn to stay in this consistent breathing and movement. Ready? Inhale, exhale. Notice if like the expansion at the front is big, but the back, like you don't feel much. You want to feel that circle all the way around. Okay, let's open it up a little bit, just in case you're feeling like, this is not doing anything. We'll start to get the spine more involved. Slowly expanding that circle and making its way down the spine to the waist, to the hips. Noticing what's coming out of you. My body is wanting to match the music. Okay, let's bring it to center. Hands come into prayer mudra at the chest. The music is actually very activating of the like higher chakras, which is beneficial for us because we're going to ground through it. Let's see if we can get to that place. Let's see if I can get to that place where the music isn't at the forefront, but my breath is at the forefront. All right. Now we are going to bring our hands like this. I have my right hand down. I'm making my Gyan Mudra where my pointer and my thumb are touching. And I'm going to bring my palm facing down. Then I have my left hand up, Gyan Mudra again. Palm is up. We're going to seesaw the arms back and forth. Yes, beautiful. Beautiful. Lock into your breath here. It's very clear. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. I can only see it because of the reflection of the camera, but like my arms, this is a great learning moment. My arms aren't really connected to each other. They're connected to the center space. And so they're not in the same like plane. So I'm going to try and be conscious of that and move them together. Right palm down, left palm up. And I'm just going to let them go now. This is so activating. Those shoulders are killing. But remember, we create that pressure, we create that tension for the release. We are going to release it. We're not doing this forever. Let's go 30 more seconds. You can do it. Close the eyes, lock into your breath. The moment you shift your attention to your breath, there is this release of tension in the shoulders. Four, three, two, one. Gyan Mudra. Ooh, palms up. The music is giving High School Musical, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, for our next pose, we're going to bring our left hand to our back, palm out. So the back of my hand is on the back of my body. My palm is out, right palm to my chest. We're going to do the breath of fire, which is a fast pace in through the nose, out through the nose. And your belly should start to pump if you're doing it properly. Don't overthink the in and the out. Just let it go. Release, let it go, and just breathe. Breathe to the music. Okay, we got 1 minute of this. Ready? Nice big breath in. And go. Squeeze the tailbone, keep it going. Ten more seconds. And nice deep inhale. Squeeze the tailbone. Squeeze the glutes. Squeeze the hips. Squeeze the pelvis. Tilt that pelvic bowl slightly. Squeeze the back of the spine. Squeeze the back of the ribs. Squeeze the side of the ribs. Squeeze the front of the ribs. Breathe it in and let go. Taking a moment, coming back to that mantra and letting it settle now with intention. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Call upon my highest self, upon the highest wisdom, upon consciousness, and I relate to it humbly, openly. May it guide me. May it be the clearing on the path ahead of me. Beautiful. We're going to bring the hands together at prayer, at the chest, prayer mudra at the chest. Long, slow breath here. And when you're inhaling, I want you to hold after and see how long you can hold your breath. And then just let it go. Then inhale and hold. And let it go when you're ready. And inhale. And hold. And exhale. And inhale. And hold. Let the music inspire you, but don't let it distract you from your breath. And let go. And inhale. And hold. And let go. Beautiful, let's come to center. Hands can be wherever they want. I'm gonna ground my palms on my knees. We're gonna do an inhale with 3 sniffs, and an exhale with 3 sniffs. It's the moment you kind of get bored of it that you want to keep going. Like, this is not hard to do, but if I told you we're going to do it for 5 minutes, are you like, all right, let's go? Or are you like, oh. Kundalini Yoga is this awesome experience of concentration and discipline, but in such a subtle way that it's not bothersome. Who said they had to be long breaths? We'll come to center, squeeze the tailbone, breathe in. Squeeze the body, squeeze the core, squeeze the ribs, squeeze the spine, squeeze the collarbone, squeeze the shoulder blades. Breathe in and let it go. All right, the legs come out long. The arms are gonna come up like 60 degrees. You're gonna raise one leg, try and touch and bring it down. Raise one leg, down. Inhale. Inhale, exhale, or inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Find what's good for you. Really try and reach for the toes. Squeeze the tailbone, squeeze the glutes. Thirty more seconds. 10. All right, feet come down. Inhale. Big chest. Relax the arms, relax the legs. Squeeze the tailbone, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the hips, squeeze the pelvis, squeeze the lower spine, squeeze the core, squeeze the low back. Squeeze those ribs at the front, squeeze them at the side, squeeze them at the back. Squeeze those collarbones, squeeze that chest, squeeze those shoulder blades. Inhale and release. All right, we'll come back to our easy pose. We have peace fingers. They're together and they're in front of the shoulders. Actually, that's not relevant. They're together. Fingers come down, arms are straight. My fingertips are touching the floor. My elbows are straight. I'm going to lift my arms, elbows are straight, lower the arms, elbows are straight. The thumb is holding down the other fingers, okay? That is part of this mudra. My breath wants to change, I'm gonna let it. Keep it up, keep going. "15 seconds. Keep pushing. If the challenge has already started, yes, I know. If it hasn't started, maybe push yourself another 30 seconds. And we're going to lift the hands up, 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 up. Breathe in. Squeeze the tailbone, squeeze the butt, squeeze the hips, squeeze the lower back, squeeze the ribcage on the sides, in the front, at the back, squeeze the shoulder blades, squeeze the collarbones. Breathe in and relax. My fingers are on the earth, I'm just grounding a bit. I don't know what's going on with the music. All right, we're going to lift our hands overhead, grab opposite elbows. We're holding this, okay? You can rest on your head if you need, but try to hold it up. We're gonna come down and come up. Find your own breath here. Make it deep. Close down the eyes. Squeeze the tailbone to stabilize the lower body. Try not to lift it off the ground. Try and use your core. Keep going. Inhale, exhale. My legs are starting to get tingly. Notice what sensations are coming up for you. All right, we've got 10 seconds. Keep it up. Squeeze that tailbone. Keep your lower body on the floor. And we'll come up. Hold the breath, or inhale. Hold that breath. Squeeze the tailbone. Squeeze the glutes. Squeeze the hips. Squeeze the lower back. Squeeze the pelvis. Squeeze the back of the ribs, that diaphragm. Squeeze the front of the ribs. Squeeze the side of the ribs. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Squeeze the collarbones. Squeeze the armpits. Breathe in. And relax. All right. Our hands are going to come back up, prayer mudra. We are doing this pendulum leaning motion. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Squeeze that tailbone, stabilize the lower body. Feel the heat building in your body. You're crunching those ribs to up to the top of your hip. Ten more seconds. You can do it. 5 more seconds. Beautiful. Come up and hold. Inhale. Squeeze the tailbone. Squeeze the glutes. Squeeze the hips. Squeeze the hip flexors. Squeeze the pelvis. Squeeze the root. Squeeze the bottom of the spine. Breathe in. Let those hands come down to Gyan Mudra. Palms up on the knees. We're going to rest for a moment. A nice long moment. Notice what is coming up for you. Beautiful thoughts, feelings. If you need your journal, gotta write something down. I love it. So beautiful. Let's come up to stand. We got some squats. Ooh. Okay, let's walk the feet out a little bit. Little bits of kicks. I know it can be hard to stay seated for so long. I personally don't mind it, but I find that a lot of the people that I lead through yoga, it is a sticky point for them. Shake it out, shake it out. Okay. Hips width, about. Toes are out on an angle. The knees are going to squat towards that angle, okay? So they're not coming in front, they're not going away to the side, same angle as the feet. And if the knees are going a different angle than the feet, consider moving the feet slightly. We're going to squat, hands to the hips. We're going to go down quickly and up quickly and then pause. So it's inhale, exhale. Okay, inhale. Stay in your upright position as long as you need, but the squat itself should be quick. And if you want to go back into your next squat immediately, like that's fine too. That's up to you. We have got 45 more seconds of squats. Have you ever done squats to slow music? It's kind of weird. But we are grounding and we are activating our legs. So if you surrender to it, maybe it is just right. 15 seconds. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Last one, come up to stand. All right, relax those hands. We're gonna take a little circle. A little circle. And then we're gonna circle the other way. Do you feel like what is for you is now in you? It's sure in my legs. All right, we're coming down to sit. I'm in rock pose, my hips on my heels. You can come to easy pose, whatever you'd like. This feels nice on my legs post squat. All right. The palms come to the chest. We're gonna alternate our arms and open one at a time, full extension. Your own breath, although matching this movement. If you're going slow, the slow breath, right? It matches so easily. If you're going fast, you can always go fast. You can always go slow, whatever you want. That feels great too. I'm gonna go slow. We've got 1 minute more. Notice the feelings that are coming up. Whether that's an emotional feeling, a calm feeling, a grounded feeling, a clear feeling, a tumultuous feeling. These feelings could come from anywhere. We're just noticing them. And in our noticing, they become a feeling. They become conscious. Oh, we went past our minute. Okay, hands come to chest. Breathe it in. Expand those lungs. Feel that chest open and separate left and right. Feel that sternum push forward. Squeeze the tailbone. Squeeze the glutes. Actually, squeeze the glutes and then squeeze the tailbone. Oh, boom. Squeeze the hips. Squeeze the pelvis. Take a nice big breath in and relax. All right, we're coming to the end. We're in our easy pose. The hands come out, the backs of the hands come together, and we are going to hold here. Closing down the eyes, locking in with this posture, with this slow, deep breath into the belly. Really try your hardest to get your breath down into your belly. Feel that expansion. You can release the air through the mouth if you need. That's totally fine. That especially helps us with belly breathing, to make that space in the belly. As I breathe into my belly, my pelvic tilt is neutralizing. Oh, really embrace this. How beautiful is it to feel the body so much? And not in a way that's like painful or too strenuous. It's like right at the edge, you know? So it's like it's screaming, but it's not screaming in pain. Explore your body here. What happens when you bend your elbows a bit? What happens when you roll your shoulders forward? What happens when you roll them back? Keep the backs of those hands together. What happens when you interlace your fingers? What happens when you reach the wrists towards each other? Play, play. All right, we're gonna bring our hands down to our knees and come right in to a Sufi grind. Our nice wide hip circles. Oh, my energy has descended. I can't even speak. What a beautiful thing to experience, to be conscious of. The body's like, you don't need words, girl. My hip circles are nice and slow, matching this music. Does not have to be the case. Let's switch directions. But I do want to slowing down here, slowing down the body, slowing down the mind. We are going to come to rest in Shavasana. Switch directions again. And let's come to center. Make your way down to your back for Shavasana. Let it all go. Isn't it amazing how much of an influence music has on yoga, on our practice, on our bodies? How much of an influence music has on our bodies? And that's why it is so important to be conscious of what you are consuming. Whether that's your mouth or your ears or your nose or your hands or your eyes. So in this moment where you're laying, you're consuming nothing. And that is a very sacred place to be in. Because I promise you, you are not consuming what you're hearing from me or what you're seeing from me. I am infinite, I cannot be consumed. But I can nourish you, and I do nourish you, like water that flows through you. I bet you so many of you are gonna go pee after this. Make sure you drink your water. This is such a detoxifying process. Honestly, right now feels like a great time for like a nice little nap. 15-minute cat nap? Go for it. Pause me and go for it. I really hope that through this Kundalini Yoga practice, these Kundalini Yoga practices, all the yoga practices, I hope that you start to feel a little subtle bit of love for your body. I hope that in this process of yoga with Amanda and Benji, that you fall in love with your body. Not how it looks, not what it can do, not its capacity for breath, just the physical existence of it. All right, we're gonna start to wake up the body. If you're ready, let's give a little wiggle to those fingers and toes. Circle the wrists and the ankles. Put a little bend in the knees, a little bend in the elbows. Open up that chest and breathe in. Notice the arch in your back, and now contract that lower spine. Squeeze the butt, squeeze the tailbone. Breathe into those hip flexors, that groin area. Bring one knee into the chest. Give it a nice big hug. Lower it down. Bring the other one into the chest. Nice big hug. Lower it down. We're going to turn onto the left side body. You're laying. I don't feel like laying down. You're laying. You're on your left side. Your left shoulder is under your head. Take a few breaths here. This is, I think it's called fetal position, right? Just like a baby is like tucked into the womb. It's not quite the waking up, the stretching. It's the still asleep, still in the sacred place. And we are still in the sacred place, because we're going to consciously close out our time together. When you're ready, come up to a seated position, easy pose. Prayer mudra with the hands, palms come together, fingers come together in front of the heart center. My mind is connected with my body is connected with my space. My space is connected with your space is connected with your body, and your body is connected with your mind. Take a nice big breath into that shape. And let it go as it comes back to you. We're going to close our practice with the mantra, Sat Nam, truth is my name. Nice big breath in. Sat Nam. The hands come down to the floor. Bow the head. Try and bow it beneath the heart. Spread those elbows out. Take a nice big breath in. In this moment, we bow in gratitude. to our mind, to our body, to our space, to our heart, to our spirit, to each other, to ourselves. We take a nice big breath in, lifting the chest, coming fully back into this wondrous space. I'll see you at the next one.